Hi guys, watch how I make over this SHEIN outfit I saw online. Here's it. So I was just thinking I need to do something to it. Like, it's summer here in the UK. I need to sew something. I need to make something. It's a pretty color, blue. Maybe a church wear might go really nice with it. I don't know. I was just thinking, it took me a very long time to think about it, but what prompted this was I saw an outfit on SHEIN and I thought I would just recreate that style. I actually wanted to buy it, but no, I said I'm just gonna sew it. So I decided to make a video so I can show how I made that. The measurements that will be here will be for a size 16 because I'm a size 16 and maybe my daughter too would love it, but let's just see how that goes. That's my sewing box. I have lots of stuff in there, my sewing pins. On my wrist at one corner. But basically, do you guys love this outfit? I love it. I love blue. Blue really goes well with me. It's one of my, I think it brings out my shades, the shade of my brown, and it's lovely. My beautiful box, I love it. There's so much stuff in there for my sewing. I got it at a sewing shop close to me here. How much did I get it for? I think it was about 8 to 10 pounds, but it's really worth it because it serves the purpose it was bought for, so I don't have any problems with it. Yeah, so I'm getting ready. I already took measurements. It's my little book. I think I was just caressing the fabric here. It was so lovely. I need to start with the satin fabric. It's satin, and the other the one with the design is more stretchy than stiff. So I'm going to use this blue satin fabric for the top part of my dress. The one on SHEIN was it was black at the top and a little bit patterned at the bottom, so I'll use blue for mine. I love blue, and my mom gave it to me. I'm sure she'll be proud when she sees what I've done with it. This part is the top part where I'm going to cut out the length of the top part, and I'm going to cut out the neck and an armhole. So I'll just do that now, measuring all the sides like I want to. So the bust was 45, and I think that's what I'm going to do first. So I'm going to half the tape instead of doing calculations. I'm good at maths, but I'm not even ready to start doing any calculations now. So I'm going to half and then quarter the tape measuring to 4 to get quarter. So that's half of the front part or back part, whatever part it is. And I'm just going to give, I usually love giving an inch allowance just in case. It's like a default for me, so anytime I'm just sewing, I just have it in mind that any of my measurements, wherever I got, I leave an inch allowance. I think it's a Nigerian thing. We love leaving lots of allowance for our fabric just in case we add some weight. I don't know where that comes from, but I know when I used to like sew full time, most of my customers were always like, oh, they wanted to see like extra fabric at the at the after sewing. So extra fabric, maybe an inch of extra. That's why I got used to it. It also helps just in case it's a little bit tight and things happen. For women, there are some months where you get a little bit chubby and some months where you're a little bit slim. So I think that extra inch would be just enough for anything that could happen. Yeah, so I'm measuring the length of the top part of the dress. Snip, snip time. I doing? Just make sure I get it right. Yeah, that's my extra. Yeah, I forgot to do that. My extra one. I ordered some stuff from Temu and I'm expecting them. I think once it arrives, I'll just do an unboxing of all this stuff I got. I got them for really cheap. It was about, like, the highest price of the things I got was about £3. Most of them were about 38p, which is nice. I hope they are good stuff. Some of them are for kitchen. Like I just want some things to make my job a little bit easier in the kitchen. Anyway, my next video should be able to show that one. I hope it comes really quickly. Snip, snip, snip. That's the one part, either front or back. I'm gonna cut another one same way. So this is just like measuring the length and breadth and then cutting the fabric out. It makes it easier for you to make the armhole and the neck part. That's how I do mine anyway. It makes it easier for me. Some other tailors or dressmakers like to do everything one at a time, which is they do the front parts and then cut out the armhole and neck and anything else they want to cut out, and then do the back part and cut out anything else they want to cut. Because this is just like a DIY thing, I'm not going to go into any complicated details in cutting. It's a simple style, so it's just a dress and there's not much to it. I just love sewing, so it's something I could, if you wake me up tonight or any time of the day, anytime I'm sleeping and you wake me up, oh, do this dress for me, I'm gonna do it for you without even thinking. So sometimes I even make clothes without measurements. I could just look at you and just know what size you are. It's easy for me. I've been sewing since I was like 4 years old. The first thing I ever sewed was, I'm not sure if you know this shimmy. It's called shimmy in Nigeria. It's like, back in the day, it used to be this long white, not really long, like a knee length underwear that's white with some lace tapings and trimmings at the lower parts and on the neck and on the armholes. That was it. It was like an underwear, like a singlet, but this was made of not elastic fabric but stiff China fabric. I remember China then. So that was the first ever thing I made in my life. And I remember when I was around maybe 7 or 8, I used to like sew, and then I got needle. Like I sewed my hand. Like I sewed one of my fingers. Like the needle went pierced through and out again. Oh my goodness. But I remember I did not feel any pain. Like it was, I don't know, I'm not sure, probably it's adrenaline, but I did not feel a single hint of pain. Maybe because I was asked not to touch the sewing machine by my mom and I still did it. So the guilt of, oh, I told you so, I couldn't even feel pain. Like a bold, stupid girl like I was, I just pulled out the needles out of my finger and just wrapped it. Maybe I think I sucked that finger, I put it in my mouth, sucked off all the blood, and then wrapped it up in cloth, and then it was all over. Like, I can never ever forget. I think I was just born to sew, seriously, because I've been doing this for quite a very long time. Yeah, so that's gonna be my neck wife. So just be careful when sewing. Things like that happen, especially for first timers, beginners, even pros get their hands sewn by the machine. I think it's just an initiative session the machine does to you. Sewing machine does to you, like you just get initiated into it and it sucks your blood and things like that. I don't know. Well, anyway, yeah, so that's my neck depth. Sorry, the angle of my camera is not so brilliant, but it's just measuring how deep I want the neck parts to be. It's up to you, whatever you want. different types of neck depth and different designs. This is just the curved neck. Some people like V-neck, some people like square necks. Well, I think for this one, I'm just going to copy exactly what was on SHEIN. No complex designs. That's the armhole. I'm just pinning it together so that when I'm cutting the fabric, it's not going to be all wobbly and moving around and making my measurements off or something. So I just use pins to tag them down. Yeah, usually the armholes are usually about 18 for regular adults. Depending on how you want it, you could make it a little bit less or a little bit big, depending on however you want it. But I think standard armhole measurement is 18 or 9. 18 all round, or 9 when you're doing half and half like this one here. So that's the front I just dropped, so I'm doing the back now. The back depth won't be as deep as the front. Just tacking the both fabrics together, so just like I said, it's not going to be wobbly, and I can cut easily and measure really well. I'm so sorry about the angle of the camera. It was just off. Didn't realize that until after making the video. So for the back side, I always take one away, so I make the back armhole a little bit not as deep as the front part. It's just because I think, I'm not sure, if anyone knows, you can just make a comment on why it's usually that way. I think because it's just to allow for bust parts in the ladies. Like, the front should be a little bit deeper because of the bust, so it doesn't look like it's not well constructed, and because the back is flat, so there's really no need to make it deeper. If you know why it's done, I'm just guessing. This is not like off the textbooks or any research I've made. I just, from over the years of sewing, I just thought that should be why the back is that way. Okay, so I'm done with the top part. It's time to do the lower part of the style. This one's pretty easy.